Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's YT. We back at it again with another video. Women don't want men with a regular 9-to-5 job. How y'all feel about this one? What y'all think? I didn't say it. This is the title of the video. We're gonna let Mr. Williams right here, we're gonna let him share his thoughts. Thumbs up the video, smash subscribe.
Men working a 9-to-5 are losers. So I was sent this, so I want to talk about it. If you worked half as hard on building a business as you did at your 9-to-5, you would be rich already. Stop getting distracted on your time off. Well, first things first, you can work hard on building a business all you want. It doesn't guarantee you're going to be rich. But I do emphasize taking the risk. I think everybody should be comfortable taking risks because you're not going to realize or you're not going to have an opportunity to become rich unless you take the risk of becoming rich, unless you take the risk to build a business or invest a lot of capital into something that could become profitable. Like at Bitcoin, a lot of people missed that bull run, didn't it? I do believe if you want a lot, based on where you're coming from. If you're coming from the bottom, you got a lot of work to do. So on your days off, you do have to work hard. But once again, I would say it's always circumstances that come into play when it comes to things like this. We can easily say if you worked as hard as your 9-to-5 on your business, you would be rich. That's easier said than done, and it's also projecting. A lot of people hate their job, and some people believe a lot of people don't hate their 9-to-5, they hate themselves. I call this projecting because you can always ask that person, show me your bank statements if you're making a lot of money. 100,000, 200,000 a month from working at your business instead of your 9-to-5. It's not that I really care. I'm always trying to be as fair, but I give real talk, real life, straightforward, no sugarcoating when I'm talking about my perspective. Don't ever think I'm telling people what to do. But like this comment or like this person sent to me in my email, a lot of people are going to work for their circumstances. So one individual stated, you work as hard as much as your lifestyle. So if you got this extreme lifestyle, you're gonna have to work to make a lot of money to pay for it. Correct. That's why a lot of people emphasize living below your means, which is what I would say.
Right. Definitely, I would recommend living below your means, no matter what income you have. It just makes more sense. Why would you want to be stressed out with bills? I always prioritize investments. So I will focus on living as frugal as I can so that I have more money to invest to make more, so that I can level up my lifestyle. Simultaneously, living comfortably, not beyond my means, just comfortable.
Grow, your means increases, but it's still beneath. So if you make $100 million a year, let's not show the world that we make $100 million a year. Why not live off, let's say 5 million, 10 million? A lot of people are gonna say, man, you could go 20, 30, 40. You could do whatever you want. I'm just emphasizing living below. Because let's say you get to 3, 4, 500 million, if you're fortunate enough, now you can live off 50, 60 million. And your lifestyle will still be incredible. But look how much you actually make. You're living well below your means, and it's still a lot because your income is so extreme. Your below means is extreme to other people who are nowhere near that. But you're gonna have to start somewhere. So some people work jobs because they have things to do. Some people work jobs because they have a family. Some people work jobs because they made decisions. And like I always say, we have to deal with the decisions that we've made. So don't ever think that you're less than or you're a loser because you're working a job. I also have another comment that a woman said, a man should make $500K a year. For the men out there who hear this and they get offended, first and foremost, let's not bash women. Let's understand.
We should want to be in that tax bracket. We should want to be high value. We should want to have a large amount of capital that we could leverage. So I just wouldn't put a number on it. I would say we should aim at being 6 figures plus.
Women are human too. They're gonna have their ideology of life. They're gonna have what they think is suitable for them, what they think can be sustained for them and their partner. Now, as a man, I will tell you, if you don't make $500,000 a year, don't feel like you're less than. That particular woman is not looking your way anyway because she wants a guy that makes $500,000 a year. She made it clear. You're not a loser if you don't make $500,000 a year. Don't worry about what she say. Fuck her opinion. Fuck those women opinions that say if you don't make $1 million a year, 500,000 a year, 5 million a year, that she can't be with you. It's okay because like I'm gonna just be straightforward. Like a lot of men will say, we not paying for something that Chad or Tyrone got for free. So while women are emphasizing income, this is why men emphasize body count and body weight. See, it's always a back and forth. Now, I'm not here to emphasize this battle between men and women, but sometimes people do need to just shut up because you don't understand the percentages of men making $500K a year and are actually making that. You have everybody on the internet saying they're millionaires. Now, I'm not saying they're not, but I think people get caught up with what's on the internet and what's reality. Right. You're not a loser if you work a 9-to-5. I would think you're a loser if you don't work a job and you're broke and you're a certain age. If you're living off of someone, if you're a leech, if you're still asking mommy and daddy for money, and you're 30 years old, fuck it, 25. Because once you're 21, once you're 18, you're considered an adult. Once you're 20,
Let's take that with a grain of salt, though, man. Times are hard, though. Yeah, you should want to have your own, but right now, it's people having to move back in with their people, bro. Let's not forget that. Let's not just call these people losers. Sometimes you might have to take that step back to take 10 forward. So sometimes, okay, cool. Sometimes you got to be a loser in order to be a winner. That's cool. That's fair. But yeah, you should focus on having everything in line. You got to be able to provide for yourself first. You got to be comfortable within the space that you build. So when she come into your life, you already got your foundation built. She just coming into it. And she should already have her foundation built too. And y'all just coming together. Then it can go further.
you're considered a young man. You're not a grown man yet. I think once you get to 25, 28, you're coming into that young man's era. And then once you hit 30, 30 plus, 35 plus, you're a grown man. But at some point, you got to understand,
Fair.
everything in life is practicing. So you got to practice. You got to start somewhere. You're coming from the bottom, get a 9-to-5 job. If you go to school, pick something that's going to be lucrative as far as a career goes. Take into consideration what life will be 10, 20 years from now. Sometimes you got to think long term. My dad always say, think. People don't think. Think what's going to happen 10 years from now. Do something today that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to benefit you 10 years from now. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to take a lot of effort. That's going to take a lot of trial and error, though. Some of us are going to start with the 9-to-5. Don't be embarrassed. Don't worry about the women. Don't worry about the guys that are trying to belittle you because you're going to work a 9-to-5. It's beautiful to have that steady income and actually be disciplined and say, I'm either going to let it all go and pay off debt. No matter how much I have in my bank account, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it, pay off the debt, pay off the debt, pay off the debt. Or you have that steady income and you save it, save it, save it. This is going to my business, this is going to my business, this is going to my business, this is going to my business. Or you have it in and you say, okay, this is going to my investments, this is going to my investments, this is going to my investments. For the men that are staying at home with their parents, I think the best thing you can do if you have no debt and you're at home with your family is work so many hours and always trying to build your skill set at the same time so you can have a possibility to take advantage of opportunities where you can get more money. But when you get paid, if mommy and daddy not pressuring you to leave because they want you to stay, and that's great. So long as you're not a burden to them, you're not milking your mother because they possibly 50, 60 years old, please don't do that. As a man, I just can't understand a man calling himself a man and you sitting down mooching off your parents. You're not a child. Man up, grow up, stop acting like a kid. But to be successful, I think you got to take risk. If you can, when you get those paychecks, if you can allocate that money towards investing, and don't go do something crazy. Don't say, oh, I need to pick the next crypto like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. You missed that one. Those type of instruments, those financial investing vehicles, they come every so often. If you missed it, you missed it. But what you can do is pick something like an S&P 500, a NASDAQ. You can go invest in NVIDIA. AI is the future. You got to pay attention to detail. What do you use every day? You drive a car, your parents drive a car. Some people got Tesla. Why are you not investing in Tesla? Why are you not investing in NVIDIA? Why are you not investing in the NASDAQ?
Right, though. So like he's saying, and like I say all on this channel, save to invest. That's what you want to do. You got to have a plan, though. Once you have that plan, then you know where you're headed. Everything is not going to go according to plan. It's just a blueprint. So you know how to get from here to here. You see what I'm saying? You know how to get from the beginning to the end. But this is the thing. If you are at home, then yeah, you should be focused on working as many hours as you can so you can save that money to invest. That's what I was saying before. Save to invest. But first, learn a high in-demand skill. That way, if you learn trading, then you can practice on demo account or you can do paper trading. You can master that skill. Then by that time, you already have all of this capital saved up. You got all of this money saved up from working that you can put into the real markets and you can flip your money. Or you learned how to do marketing and now you can put that money into marketing. You see what I'm saying? So just grind it out. Don't quit and then try to figure it out. No, already figure out what you want to do and then put the money behind it after it's already proven to work.
Tech basis, heavy tech. It's the top 100 companies, but it's mostly technical. It's mostly companies that's based on technology. Invest in those things. You can go find smaller ETFs that mimic the S&P 500. If you can push that money every month, every week, every time you get paid to those investments, you put yourself in a position while still trying to increase your skill level to then take advantage of opportunity that presents itself when it comes to jobs on the market, careers, or push that business, but you're at home with your parents. Help out at home with your parents and everything you have put forth your business. The only thing you need to be doing outside of that is working out and eating healthy. That's going to put you in a position. But it's going to start with what? The 9-to-5 foundation. Most people started with a 9-to-5. You're not a loser if you have a 9-to-5. Society is going to tell everybody they need to be entrepreneurs. Some of us don't. Some of us need to be investors. Now, I do understand the statistics. I think it's 80% of people in the world are entrepreneurs that's rich, 15 are investors, and the other 5 inherited it. Okay, that's still room for a percentage of us to be investors. Some people are entrepreneurs, investors, and they inherited their wealth. You understand what I'm saying? Start with what you can work with, right? Some people, they go into anything and they want everything at the best right out the gate. Start with what you have. It's like starting a YouTube channel. If you have a cell phone, use that. You don't have to go get the best camera. It will come as you grow. As you keep putting in work, you're going to grow. It's going to come. Just keep working. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I'm that guy. I work 2 jobs. I will work 2 jobs. I will pay off debt. I will have a big savings.
That's true. You don't need to start with the best equipment. A lot of people don't start because I need this, I need that. No, just get started. I started this YouTube channel with the camera built into the MacBook. That's what I was using. It didn't matter. I was using Descript, the trial version. It had a watermark on my videos. I didn't care. I kept going. I got monetized. Made no excuses. I always have the worst of the worst when it comes to equipment, but I always get started and then I level up. People get to see the progress. People love seeing the progress. That's what you don't understand. They want to see the journey. Don't hide it from them. They want to see it. Me, I'm an investor too. And this is something he didn't mention. You can start with as little as 500. Now that might sound like a lot to some people, but like he said, you're saving, you saving, you saving. I start with 500 per investment. So it's going to take trial and error. You're going to have to figure out what you're good at and what you're not good at. You know, what's going to stick and what's not going to stick. Right? So save up money, throw 500 here. Try that out. Throw 500 there. Try that out. You got to go through that. If somebody tell you don't, that's not true. You do have to go through that to figure out what it is that you want to do, because there's so many different avenues you can get into. Unless you're just certain on one, then yeah, like I said, save up all your money and then go all in on that once it's proven. But either way,
invest in the stock market. I will do everything on the internet that I can make money. I will have YouTube accounts. I will get into trading. I will get into Well, I already said investing. I will get into affiliate marketing. I will get into digital products. I will make a cologne and sell it online. I will make clothing and sell it online. I just won't do one thing. Or if I do one thing, I will try to diversify within that one thing, which is if it's online, you can have many things online, but you lock in on online. But use your 9 to 5. If you have no capital, that 9 to 5 is a guaranteed income. You can save up real quick if you use that 9 to 5. You can push the throttle real quick if you use that 9 to 5. That's all I'm emphasizing. You're not a loser. I'm encouraging men to stop thinking they're losers because they have a 9 to 5 job. Please. You guys have a lot of goals in life. You have a lot of things you want to own and manifest. You're going to need that job. Until what you have is paying for you, please. Don't let nobody tell you you're a loser because you're a loser now to them. Go down your game plan. Go down that path you already set up for yourself. Watch how much of a winner you are later on. And those same people that were bashing the 9 to 5, sometimes people go back to their 9 to 5. They thought it was sweet out here. They didn't have that work ethic. Some of the hardest people in the world that become entrepreneurs started off working 9 to 5s, and they worked their ass off at their 9 to 5. Like me, I will start with 2. I tell people 2 jobs. I don't know too many people that work 2 full-time jobs. I don't know too many people that work 80 hours a week, are still in shape, hit the weights, eat clean, spend time with their family, and prioritize sleep. You got to be organized to do this. You understand what I'm saying? I still get in front of this camera on a day-to-day basis, and I push out content. But my content is doing what? I'm basically giving my perspective based on my life and what I'm seeing on the internet and pushing people to go down the best path. Don't let nobody tell you you're a loser because you have a 9 to 5. You got to start somewhere. If you have a plan, stick to your plan. Don't let nobody tell you you can do something else because they're too busy distracted trying to judge you. Some people don't even look in the mirror and judge themselves as much as they judge other people. Stay the course. Put that work in. Don't put a time frame on it. Put effort on it. Keep your 9 to 5. You're not a loser. Don't worry about the women that say you don't make enough money because eventually they're not going to be old enough for somebody that make that kind of money to be interested. Everybody time run out. Don't play.
If you think you better than somebody, I'm not going to get a job. Talking down on people, you a loser, bro. Because you sitting there broke while this person making money. They able to pay for anything they want. They able to pay for themselves. You leeching off of people. You see? But yeah, he has some solid points. I liked it. Let me know what y'all think about this. Drop a comment below. Appreciate y'all watching.